Benvenuti, welcome everyone in a new episode of Fratelli Rugby Podcast, Friday night podcast to preview quickly Wales versus Italy, because now we have the teams are out. Yesterday been named by Steve Tandy and Gonzalo Quesada. Mike, how are you?
Oh, mate, I'm buzzing for tomorrow. Super Saturday tomorrow, mate.
Super Saturday is so busy, so
What are your plans?
my plans are to have a wonderful morning around spring day kinda tomorrow. So I'm going around with my daughter, and tomorrow afternoon we're gonna stay home. Tomorrow afternoon I can kinda have a look on the other games, but then at my 6:40 it's gonna be 2 hours of peace and quiet.
Yeah, man. It's it's crazy. Yeah, so many people are so excited for tomorrow as well. So I'm buzzing for it, mate. I'm buzzing for it. Super Saturday's always like a tradition with me and my friends. So gonna be seeing them tomorrow. I'm buzzing.
In case, guys, you missed us in the Stadio Olimpico, you missed also the opportunity to get some nice, beautiful stickers. So next time, come and say hi to us, come organize, because we have a bunch of them. We want to give them away as fast as possible. Mike, shall we take straight a look into the teams?
Yeah, let's dive straight in, mate. Yeah, why not?
Here we go. So we have the team, and that's the starting 15. Let's start from Wales with Carelic and Francis, front rowers, Jenkins and Carter, Mann, Bottom and Wainwright for the scrum. Then Thomas Williams, Dan Edwards at 10, Josh Adams, Hawkins, James, me and Reece Zammit at 15. Let's say no changes, Mike, right?
No changes.
Minimum as possible. What do you think of this team? They came with really experienced front rowers for this game again, with Francis Dewey Lake, future Gloucester man, and Rhys Carré, which came.
Yeah.
He scored tries, good stuff from him.
Yeah, listen, like obviously they're a settled team now. They played 2 really good games against Scotland and now Ireland. They're probably just looking for continuity. They don't have any forced injuries, which obviously is interesting on that side. So yeah, they're going to be dangerous, mate, and we need to make sure that we're better than we were last week.
What kind of game you expect from their backs? Because that one of the duel is gonna be, of course, scrum versus scrum, but also backs versus backs. Do you see them having more counter-attacking players? You see they're gonna try to play in the sky. What kind of game from them?
Yeah, I mean Ben Mee is obviously brilliant in the sky, like in the aerial battle, right? It's Reece Zammit that I'm not 100% on. Adams is pretty good in the air. Adams versus Ioane is going to be interesting. Liner versus me is going to be interesting. Yeah, I don't know, mate. To be honest, I think what we've seen from them is that they are playing a pragmatic game, but they don't mind throwing it around. I think if they're going to go to the sky, they're only going to go if they think they're going to get change out of it. If not, they're probably going to play sort of more open play, multi-phase.
So multi-phase, so some works for the forwards. You're saying?
Yeah, I mean, maybe something where maybe we see Kerry in the 13 jersey, non-forced issue, just a hybrid player. He's gonna start slotting in at 13 and run at Menoncello.
Run and Menoncello the other team. Let's go check Italy. Fischetti Nicotera, Asa, Cannone, Ruzza, Lamaro, Giuliani, Cannone, Fusco, Garbisi, Ioane, Menoncello, Brex, Lainag, Pani. Change series, Ferrari injured, Zambonin injured. They come in with Asa and with Ruzza. And then number 9, Garbisi out from the bench, Varney, Fusco starting.
Yeah,
We changed what just needed, Mike, because it seems like the team has been this team for the last 4 games.
Yeah, and again on our side, if it ain't broke, don't change it. Unfortunately, Ferrari, we wish him like a speedy recovery. Haas's brilliant. He's been brilliant when he's come on. A different kind of challenge for him now. But yeah, it's really interesting. I'm really excited to see how Varney gets on. Varney's obviously had a brilliant start of the year.
Oh, I lost you. Let's see if it's me.
Can you hear me?
At Varney from the bench, and then I lost you.
Okay, no, I was just saying I'm quite excited to see Varney from the bench because obviously full score and Garbisi when he's been coming on off the bench. I've had good games, but it's important to remember that he's had a really good game, really good season so far at Exeter. Hopefully, he can find some of that form. But this is going to be a big game for us, really. I thought this is a game where we need to score tries, like lots of tries. If we want to go for that third place, it needs to be different to how we normally play.
We have to score try. We have to try to play more in general, and maybe is one of those games where we can try to push hard in the first half. Also, looking at the stats in general of this game, what Wales did until now, he came hard with a couple of good performance, but two lost. And if we see in general like the situation with the entries, what we do when we entry, Mike, because that is the issue. So Lamaros spoke to the rugby pod saying statistically we attack and we score more when we are not in the 22, but we have to try to score more from there because we are the team with less point
The least
converted
conversion
into
rate,
points and increase. Yes, we
yeah.
have 1.6, Wales 2.4, so they do a little bit more than us. Then how much we concede is different because we concede 2.5, Wales 3.3 per entry. We conceded 33 entries, they concede 46, and in attack we had 29 entries at 23 for Wales. That and also the starting, they consider a lot of points in the starting minutes. They considered 46 points in the opening 20 minutes, Mike. So that's probably where we should try to do something. And also in the starting in the second half, where they considered 49.
Yeah. So realistically, we need to start strong. But like I said, it's going to be interesting to see how much we want to win this game versus how much we want to stamp our identity on this game. If we want to stamp our identity on this game, we really need to be looking to putting on a decent score. And then who knows, Otto? Like if we can put a decent score on, to my knowledge, if Scotland win by 20 for the sake of saying, and we win by 21, we go above Ireland on points difference, assuming that we get the bonus point. So there's a lot of permutations, and obviously I'm not here to disrespect Wales, but also if we want to kick on and go to that next level, we need to look at teams how we were always looked at ourselves.
Mike,
Now
we
we
go
need to
in
be
not as
ruthless,
an underdog in this game. That's
No,
the thing, and we have to manage the pressure that this kind of talks, even between podcasts, but even between fans in general, because we are fans at the end. Like the pressure is on us because Wales is losing games, is gonna lose another one. But if we lose the game, we don't have to lose. Well, that is different because we came strong. We are the strong team in this moment.
it's talking about
Right
mindset, though,
now.
Otto, isn't it? Like every time people looked at Italy in the past, they looked at, oh, we're just going to rack up great points difference against Italy. Like we just had to take it, right? Because we've been in that position. I think as fans, as podcasters, we're slightly more. What's the word I'm looking for? We're slightly more empathetic to the situation that other teams are in. But actually, what we need to do is score 30 points. What we need to do if we want to go for third place is be ruthless. And like you said, start converting. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but that's what we should aim to do as a team. So that for me, I'm quite interested to see sort of what the mindset is of the players going into this.
Well, I think they're gonna think about their performance, what they want to do in the game, what they control in the game, Mike. Because this was also something is always came out when you hear Lamar, when you hear everybody talking. What can they can do in the pitch, and let's see because. You saw me before the game against England. I was just walking down the space, so I'm really very. I am the opposite of Simone, that is really relaxed in this moment for this game, just because I think this can be another game that can bring us to another level of self confidence, Mike. I think at the end to be the team that can win maybe even easily. I don't know because they're gonna fight until the end, but let's see what we can do. It's gonna be interesting. I'm going to the bench, Mike, so we can see the full picture about this game. And of course, guys, here we go. This is the bench. Spagnolo, Di Bartolomeo, Spagnolo, Zilocchi, Riccioni came in the team for the week but didn't join the starting 2023. Favretto, Odiase, Mike, Odiase back, Varney, Marine, Allan. I was thinking, a game like this, maybe Allan out and Odogu in, I thought. Yesterday, chatting, I was thinking maybe they're gonna bring a strong carrier for the second half, one more Italy, but then instead they go with hands, brain, and kicks, left and right. In this case, they go with everything with Marine Allan, Elias Smith, Griffin, Bird Cracknell, RD Evans, Murray. So they go 5-3-2. Mike, now looking at all the team, what you expecting from Quesada to do in this?
I think he's got players there in case other players are injured. Obviously, there's been a lot of rugby played over the last sort of 5 games. Garbisi obviously has played the vast majority. It's nice to have Allen as an option there. Odiase for, let's say, Lorenzo Cannone or whatever. There's players needs. What I don't want to see is players being overplayed and then we see injuries at the last game of the tournament. So it's important to have these players as part of a contingency plan to make sure that these boys, when the time is right, they can come in and make their stamp on the game.
Shame Locatelli not in the Six Nations, Josh. There will be time and space for the guys. Then let's see when and how, but there will be space. Mike, I think we're gonna go. The focus we have to put in this in our team in general is to be really good, but don't forget to subscribe. To be really good in the set piece, we have to be strong there to put pressure on them, penalties, platform to score. We need a lot of that, and I'm expecting with Ruzza, kinda not an upgrade, but the same consistency. We saw even better. Come on, even better than before with the Ruzza in the line out. So I'm expecting really good stuff from our line out operator. But also let's take a look also at the other jumpers, because we saw Lamar jumping quite a lot, and same for Lorenzo Cannone, which is quite good to have all these jumpers in our line. Then of course when you have a good other options on the bench, still other good stuff. But then let's highlight this because this is something interesting. Carré versus us and Francis versus Fischetti is going to be interesting battle, of course, because there's going to be the experience, from one side the newbie, on the other side Asa, but Asa played really well even also in South Africa. Let's not forget that, but he has to prove another time starting what he can do. What about the front row battle, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going in confident with our ability at scrum time. We know what Fischetti can do around the park. It's not a given. Obviously, there's been a lot of change. Zambonin Ferrari, but I would I, I would expect us to have like at least parity, if not scrum dominance. Looking at the other nations, obviously it's not always a science with regards to who did who to what and stuff. But there's a good opportunity for us to have a good platform to attack off at scrum time. At line out, yeah, I agree. Obviously, Rutsa coming in almost for like. It's going to be interesting to see how we get on with the defensive lineouts, where I think Zambonin is one of the highest um, for turnovers and affecting turnovers at lineout. So it's going to be interesting to see how that's impacted because we're currently the best top squad at winning defensive lineouts, right? So it's going to see how much that impacts. But yeah, in the grand scheme of things, like not concerned about the changes. It's more like you said about the product on the field. Hopefully, the boys have gone in with like the right mentality, a positive attitude, and a positive like looking at a positive outcome. Like I said, I I I don't want us to try and sort of squeeze this game. I want us to go out and play and win or lose as long as we're playing and like we're showing some real intent and taking the opportunity to grow on all of the past performances that we've shown to date and start converting those attacking opportunities in preparation for the summer, in preparation for the Nations Cup, preparation for what comes next.
So you're
That's what we
expecting a
want.
team that is not gonna overplay, that is gonna play in the right area of the field, like a test match rugby game, not like we have to score, so let's play fast, let's play
Never,
something.
Otto. That's that. Like I never expect that in Test rugby though. Like, but when there's the opportunity to score, or if there's an opportunity at trying some sort of set piece play, now's the time to do it. Like, if we're trying to perfect this for other teams, like I know for we've tried a couple of things at the start against Scotland, for example, having a false maul at the front and a false maul at line out, pushing it to the front, similar to how the Portuguese team did it in the World Cup and how the Box do it. Little things like that. Cool. Now's the time to do it. Because this is the platform. We're not going to get much more opportunities before another tournament starts.
Exactly, the last 80 minutes before the summer, so let's play
Right.
everything. But even if I think about the first Menoncello try versus England, if you look at those that multi-phase before the scoring, you see a lot of different options they were going on. Even if they play on the right side, on the left side there was something. So there is this multiple option, multiple scenarios that you put in front of the defense. They can be really tricky. Even Garbisi tried before, a few phases before, to run with the ball, switching with a player behind, but with other two players coming. So this pod that spread with him in the middle and the pass. They're all little stuff they can bring more and more to our attack. Probably this is the game where we can find maybe also a couple of situations more with momentum. Maybe also for the physicality that Fusco can bring into the breakdown area in case he needs to be there. Maybe there is a Lamaro coming behind and passing that ball. You know what I mean, Mike? I'm gonna try to ask to Simone. Francis is playing in Pro D2, and he played 10 games this season. So he's been a pretty standard player because the season is really long in Pro D2, but 10 games for Aix-en-Provence, not bad for him. And then is the fifth game that he will play. So is there, but let's see if the switch is there, because this is something we suffer these kind of games, we always do. Let's see if the switch is there. Probably this is why it's another test for us, so important to see if the step is kinda completed. But then nobody is gonna give you anything for free, so you have to push there. A lot to say. From the bench, the impact that Odiase and Favretto can bring into this team, you think they're gonna go both? Like, there's gonna be a Cannone change? Who's gonna be the player that's gonna go out with Favretto? Because we know Ruzza was out, okay, but with Ruzza coming in, it's gonna be Favretto 6 or Favretto on the lock. and 80 minutes for Ruzza that until now he had not that much of time, game time, right? So maybe you can push for 80 minutes.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be probably for Ruzza. Have Favretto. Cannone's been playing 80 minutes. That said, if he's tired or carrying a niggle, let's not risk him. Let's have, Favretto. For me, it's more sort of whoever requires the it's almost like going back to grassroots rugby. Whoever's knackered, put your hands up and we'll change you. It's like at that stage, because it's been a condensed tournament. There's been a lot of rugby played, a lot of minutes in legs, a lot of players who played full 80 minutes. It's been tough, mate. And like I said, I think there's a good opportunity for us here to win 3 games, and it's not given, but I think we should be looking to take slightly more risks, in my opinion. Like not like high risk, high reward like France or Scotland play, but slightly more risks if the opportunity's there. Let's try and add a couple more, runners to a line break because we're not terrified of a counter attack. As an example, like flooding in the right areas, making the right decisions at rucks. Like that for me is what's going to make the difference between like a low scoring and a bonus point game.
Who's the ref, Mike?
I don't actually know tomorrow. Do you know?
No. Guys,
Let
do
me have a
you
look.
know who's the ref tomorrow? Just to have an idea who's gonna be, nothing else. Oh, Mike, what do you
No.
think about this? Like this condensed competition, where it's hard, but not that bad.
Yeah, it's tough, isn't it? Because I didn't.
Not
I
for us,
understand.
maybe it's hard because
Yeah,
we take
for the
everything.
players. um, yeah, it's tough, isn't it? Because like I think it's probably one of those things where we it doesn't distract as much to the competition, so there's some excitement there, and that excitement stays for a longer period of time. The
Christoph
problem that we have
Ridley.
is Christoph, is it? Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Yes. Mike Adamson, Carly, Cross. There. This is what it is. So, Mr. Ridley tomorrow. Ok. Va bene. Oh. A threat in the breakdown is Man. Man is a player that we have to take care of. If I have to
Reese
give you
Care.
a player. Riscarea.
I can't wait to. I can't wait to see him running it from the 22 with all of this confidence that he's found.
Fantastic. Glorious.
No, I
Glorious.
think for me, the player I'm most concerned about is Williams. Wainwright is brilliant, ball in hand, been destructive, but Williams is just he sees the game in slow motion. Yeah,
Exactly.
he's
He's the
he,
guy that we have to take care a lot of.
yeah,
Another thing, both kickers, they have 100% conversion rate for the Welsh, which is something to think about. But
nice.
yes, Thomas Williams sadly moving to Saracens next season.
Yeah,
Stay,
yeah.
stay with us. No, but I agree.
Williams for me is the guy. Is the guy.
Carriman,
Um,
Wainwright, Hawkins, James. I was expecting them to put maybe from the bench, but Mason Grady. That I was thinking maybe was a
on
play.
wing. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird that he must be carrying a niggle. He looks good when he plays.
Yes.
Reminds me a little bit of Venditti.
Kinda.
Like
Another
just
one like
big.
that is Rogers sometimes when he play
Yeah.
13.
Yeah, just big, like quick in a straight line. But yeah, probably not the most agile players, eh?
Mike, you think it's gonna be another Zuliani blockbuster in for hard work in this game?
Let's hope so.
I
We're
hope.
gonna need it. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because obviously we need to find a way uh, uh, of retaining ball. If and we probably want to be the team that has the most possession in this game. So again, just probably doing a lot more of the same. I don't think we need to change too much, but it's just for me, maybe taking that little bit more risk. I think to see what we get out of the reward.
Who's gonna be the surprise of this game, Mike?
I sort of feel like people forget how good Varney is. So I think it's an easy bet for me to say, Varney's going to come in against, the nation that he was born in, that his dad grew up, and there's probably going to be that sort of extra bit of spice for him. And he's been playing really well. So for me, I think Varney's obviously a great shout from the bench. But I think it's the time for Spaniolo to go in and do what he does, and go get the turnovers and get a couple of pens.
The
I think
Spanish
people,
Inquisition we need.
yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah, yeah,
I
agreed.
go with Marin from the bench. Marin, let him run. Let him run. I was
Let the boy
even
play.
thinking maybe there was some switch in the starting lineup with Brex coming from the bench. I was even thinking this last couple of days, but that's it. The team, ladies and gentlemen. So tomorrow night, what time is it? It's 4:40 in Cardiff or 5:40?
Yeah, yeah, 4:40 our time, I think. Let's have a look.
It's gonna be my 6:40. This is a team. Thank you to watch Fratelli di Rugby podcast, of course, and don't forget to subscribe because it's so important for us. And that's the quick preview of Wales, Italy, last dance of the. My God, the Six Nation 2026 already done and dusted, Mike. In tomorrow is over, and then we're gonna
Yeah.
have a big review. Stay with us. Don't forget
Oh,
to
nay.
click on the bell. You know the bell like campanellina because there's a lot of stuff coming on. And Mike, who's gonna win the Six Nation?
I want Scotland to win. I know
So
that
bad. Huh?
sounds harsh, but I think Scotland deserve it. Like last time they played 1999, they've been, almost like brothers in arms with us at the bottom of the table for so long. And what a story and what inspiration for us as a team. If they manage to pull out a victory, it's something that we should aim for as well. So
We
yeah, that would be
scrapped we can say we scrapped the Grand Slam from Scotland.
right. Right, that would be a cool story as well. Hey, like, oh yeah, we beat the people that beat everyone else. That'd be quite cool.
Kinda like Grenoble 97. The
Right, we're,
winner
we're we're now basically the best team in the Six
in the
Nations. That's
world. In the world,
yeah,
Mike.
in the
Ever.
world, right?
Mind says France, heart says Scotland. Let us know if you're watching this before tomorrow's game in the comments so we can help the algorithm to push and let us know the score. What do you think
I
about
was
this
going to
game,
say
guys?
just before you go, like, shall we do some predictions on the games? Not to upset anyone, but just out of interest more than anything.
Prediction. Go with the prediction. First game,
Ireland, Scotland.
Ireland, Scotland is gonna win. Scotland by 5. Oh, a big win, Mike.
Yeah, I know. It's with Scotland. It's like it's
All or
literally
nothing.
just heads or tails, right? I don't. I'm struggling. I want Scotland to win so much. I'm hoping Scotland by
20,
7. Let's say, yeah, by 7. Like, let's say
23
high score.
28 with Phil Russell scoring the last try.
Perfect. Right. Perfect.
Story down.
Right. Italy, Wales, mate. Go on.
Italy Wales is gonna be 14-27.
Nice.
14-27.
Yeah. So I'm going
Mamma
to
mia.
say we're probably going to leak a couple of tries. I think 14 is a good idea. I want to say 14, but I'm going to go one more. I'm going to go 14-35.
35. Wow. So confident we go, Mike, scoring and
21,
scoring.
mate. We need 20. It's the 21-point difference that I said we needed. So, um,
And then,
hopefully,
Mike, Le Crunch, France, England.
yeah. I mean, yeah, like both wounded. France by 14.
France by 14. So it's gonna be something like, I don't know, 34-20.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think so. Yeah, it should. The
I was thinking
France.
35-17. I don't know
I
why.
just don't. I don't see. It's weird. I don't see England scoring too well, but then we know what England can do against France if they just lose their mind a little bit, and then we know how good France are when everything goes right. So
Let's see the opening 20 minutes is gonna be a
that's what's going
carnage.
to decide it. Hey,
My
yeah,
God, yeah, it can go everywhere. Guys, have a lovely Saturday full of rugby. Let us know what you think about everything in this from this weekend, and see you next week for the review of the game and more stuff coming. Mike, Forza Italia, see you next
let's
time.
go.
Ciao
All right.
ciao.
Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta.